Slightly twisted female. I am your host, Brittany Rue. All right. What's going on, guys? So I have a curriculum night at my son's school at 6, so this isn't gonna be super long. I was sort of busy today. I didn't know if I was gonna go live, but I figured I would just jump on. So, not to beat a dead horse, but I wanted to go through some more Sloth Queen hate and Jessica F hate. She is the woman who made the parodies about Dylan Mulvaney that I think were very accurate, cutting, and timely. And she is just getting just attacked left and right on TikTok and various platforms, but I guess TikTok is Dylan Mulvaney's primary platform, so that's really the one that they're going after her on. Hopefully my mic is okay. So let's take a look. So the reason why I really want to keep going through this is because I really want to look at this as sort of like a case study for what happens if a woman dares to speak out, the sort of double standard, social contagion, and how much this sort of TikTok virtue signaling just infests. And it's crazy that the whole right side of history can't see how much they are the man. I mean, they align with all of our power structures. Every major institution agrees and promotes this sort of trans ideology, and yet they still think that they're super counterculture, and it's really cringe. There's a gold mine of material of people attacking this woman. It just reminds me so much of when it was super trendy to attack Vanessa Voki, and now they've moved on to Jessica as their poster child of what happens when you dare speak out as a woman against men. And it's not just misogyny, it's also a lot of hate against white women. And it just seems like in any case, women are always the first to be slaughtered. It's like whenever we're criticizing issues with the black community, it's black women who are sort of held up and slaughtered and put on blast. Same thing with white women, with the Karen trope. And for some reason it's just so compelling for these people to go after women. And again, it's I thought that the biggest threat to trans women was other men. Why do you people spend so much energy attacking women? Because the fact of the matter is, the biggest threat to trans ideology is women, and not in the way that they claim, not in the way that they're going to get attacked if they use the correct bathroom. No, it's that they're going to get exposed, and people will start peeking if enough women start seeing what's going on and start using their voice. So some of these are
horrific and just really cringe, and it's some 14-year-old who thought that they dropped truth bombs, bro, you know what I mean, and they're just using meme culture. They're not saying anything, and it's it's so I know some of these kids are gonna look back in 10 years and be like, I'm sure that if I'd had TikTok at that age, I'd probably be looking back at some of my stuff and be like, oh God, I was such a tool. But theirs is going to be immortalized forever. And unlike what that Dinesh guy says, it is not Jessica Sloth Queen's material that's going to age most poorly. It is all of yours. So without further ado, let's take a look at some clownery on TikTok. Here we go. Hold on.
When her page is literally her making fun of.
Alright, so this is, I guess, some non-binary person. Oh, wait, hold on. Sorry, let me fix this. Alright, so here we go. Alright, so it says, I guess Jessica's thing, Jessica is, I guess, trying to just go for everybody. I mean, I guess so. If you have this sort of moment, she's doing the right thing. Just go after them all. She's already getting a ton of internet hate. Might as well go after everyone.
So Jessica posted something that says, let's normalize women dressing masculine instead of acting like masculinity in women makes you not a woman. And I guess it's some like non-binary, TikToker who's like showing how, oh no, they're gender fluid. That's what it is, gender fluid. So she wears feminine clothes. That means she's a girl that day. But if she decides to wear pants, she's feeling like a man. Like, come on. Like, do people not understand how much you are reinforcing gender stereotypes? It's embarrassing. All right, let's take a look.
Of trans women. Babe, you can leave the door. I know she's not trying to tell me how to act and what to wear, when her page is literally her making fun of trans women. Babe, you can leave the door. I know she's not trying to tell me how to act and what to wear, when her page is literally her making fun of
trans women. All right, well, let's see what Jessica said that was hateful and whatever. It says, let's literally, like I already said, she said, so because you are wearing pants, it's gender fluid edition. Let's normalize women dressing masculine instead of acting like masculinity in women makes you not a woman. Where's the lie? See, it's interesting. What is a Sierra Kai 1 that you didn't engage with not a single thing that she said, because even in all of your youthful, arrogant ignorance, and that face you make at the end is like so perfect. Where it's like, wow, you really did something there, Sierra. You really shut it down. No, even that there's no real argument. That's why you didn't make one. That's why you had no rebuttal. And that's why I was saying when we were in Pittsburgh, I said, make a rebuttal. Stop with these buzzwords. Stop with these catchphrases that you guys throw out. Stop with these hyperbolic claims of hate and bigotry. Make a rebuttal. But you can't, because the shit makes no sense. All right, let's take a look. So I haven't seen a lot of these, so we're just going to be going through some of these together. Let's see which ones. And that one had 1 million views and like 90,000 likes or something. Let's see this one. Oh, this one's another stupid one. Hold on. It's always so embarrassing when it's women too.
Hey guys, it's day 4 of being a girl. A crucial part of girlhood. We ain't putting up with no bullying, no transphobia. Here y'all, the taser don't discriminate. Especially when it comes to Dylan. Spread love. What are you talking about? Hey guys, it's day 4 of being a girl.
Okay, so let's talk about... Okay, this is so fucking cringe. Oh, please turn it off. How do I make it stop? Turn it off. Turn it off. Oh my god, shut up. Wow. Oh, did you guys hear that? Can you hear it? We'll go through it one more time. My god. Hold on.
It's day 4 of being a girl. A crucial part of girlhood is... We ain't putting up with no bullying, no transphobia. Here y'all, the taser don't discriminate. Especially when it comes to Dylan.
Bro, what? First of all, what were you doing in the beginning? Like, what were you having, like a seizure? Like, are you okay? What? That was so embarrassing. Yeah, and imagine being so male identified that you're threatening to assault and cause pretty severe bodily injury to a woman who just really made a lighthearted parody of a man who was parodying us. Especially when it comes to Dylan. Sweetheart, Dylan doesn't care about you. In fact, Dylan cares so little about you that he will erode. He's actively working towards eroding what little protections that you have in the Western world. He's eliminating your ability to identify yourself as a class along with other women and to identify your needs and to speak for yourself. He's speaking for you. You want him to sit here and what? You want Tampax to reach out to him about how to best accommodate women? Was that acceptable to you? What was that move you were doing in the beginning? What are you doing?
Does your mom know that did she like, I guess, I mean, she looked like a pushover. No offense. She looked like she hasn't gone outside in a while. But why? Someone should check in and let you know, like, hey, listen, you don't have to do this. Please, God, stop it now. All right. Fuck. I'm like already regretting this. This is so cringe. And this is the reason why I'd done that whole Black Crystal one, was that was one of the first ones that had come up, this whole thing. Hold on, sorry.
And if it's pro-size, some of y'all will be like, stay out of black business. You're just demonizing black men. You're racist. Like the links some of you will go to defend, like the links. I know this is a girl misogyny.
I see you stumbled into the land of caucasity and are having a hard time leaving. So let me assist you. We don't want y'all's milk-colored asses getting involved in black business.
So the thing that is just so cringe about it, it's like all this, it's so like, God, it's just these stupid social trends on social media. And I'm so embarrassed for how much these people think that this is some like real cutting edge, you know, sort of social commentary. Like you're really killing it out there. You know how many times I've heard these same sort of takes? None of this is original. None of this is interesting. It's just more sheep behavior. Like back up, take a look at everything, realize when everybody's parroting the same thing and everyone is repeating the same thing, are you really that revolutionary? Because you honey, you sound like a sheeple, a sheep person, a sheep chimera. Sheepleson. All right, we already did that one. Oh, God, these are so cringe. Let's see what this clown has to say.
Hey guys, it's day 4 of being a girl.
Damn, you know, it's kind of funny. Last time I checked, well, you're out here being a bigot and transphobic and homophobic. You know what Dylan's doing? Oh, you see this picture? Yeah, this when Dylan hosted the Kate Spade event. Oh, you want to see something else? Oh, this is when Dylan walked at New York Fashion Week because she was killing her shit. Oh, you want to see something else? Oh shit, this is Dylan in her acting era. Damn, you know what's so crazy? Last time I checked, Dylan out here chasing the check, doing her, living her fucking life, and you're just out here being a fucking bigot on the internet for no fucking reason. You're not chasing your check, you are in no bag. You are making no money. Like, what the fuck are you doing with your life?
Hold
Nothing.
on, didn't we used to like make fun of sellouts and like industry whores, for lack of a better term? Wasn't that like used to be like a shameful thing at one point? Wasn't like being somebody who will literally sell your own integrity but also, you know, dismantle the rights and well-beings of other people, that was shameful at one point? Listen to this Gamp and tell us about. So this Gamp seems to think, and by Gamp I mean gynoandromorph, the type of male who is interested in having sex with trans-identifying men. Usually because actually they have their own autogynephilia somewhere buried deep down, so they're attracted to other autogynephiles. But you know, that's fine if that's what he's into, if he's consumed that much porn. I mean, a lot of these guys have gotten addicted to hardcore porn, you know, by the age of 11. So that's sort of like the level of programming that we're dealing with. So listen, but that's what you're into, yeah, fine, sir. But the hilarious part is you talking to us as if what we all are aspiring to walk in New York Fashion Week and be some like TikTok celebrity that like does a bunch of product placement and like prances around. No, we don't care, okay? Because believe it or not, and bear with me for a minute, because I know this is probably going to be pretty, you know, mind-blowing, revolutionary to you, but fashion is actually not an inherently female interest. I know. I dropped a big bomb on you. Okay, no, women, not all women give a fuck about New York Fashion Week or handbags. I know, sir. I know this is a lot to take in, and I understand that, you know, and yeah, it's heavy. It's real heavy, and I understand that you have some sort of sexual fetish for these types of guys. But we don't keep that to keep that over there. Just keep it all the way over there. You can do all that stuff. Just keep it far over there, okay? We're going to be over here having adult conversations. All right. Let's see. Hold on.
The fact that this creator has had to make like 3 accounts just to stalk Dylan so that they can make content about Dylan being predatory is so ironic to me.
Hold on. So watching and engaging with somebody's public content is stalking them. So then what are you doing there, ma'am? What, that's stalking? Again, back in my day, it was usually the people who were silenced. That was usually like a good sign of that they were the oppressed group. So if it was a person who was like routinely, being deplatformed or being censored, we usually equated censorship with some sort of like control, that was a person, whatever. And the fact that you guys somehow equate somebody being one of the most highly visible, highly platformed, now paid people on social media, that's somehow like what peak what oppressive oppression oppressive identity. Which is it? Think you're missing a few things here. Melty Omen says the fact that Dylan calls himself a girl is predator vibes. Yeah, miss. And again, I know for a fact that so many of you kids are living with your parents and you're in some sort of like extended adolescence, where you're not really working. You're maybe taking a few college classes. You're living at home, or maybe you are working, at some kind of like crappy job. You don't have any like real major responsibilities, maybe like a phone bill, something like that. And so I understand that it's a lot of these real world issues haven't fully actualized or materialized in your life. And that's, that's understandable. But maybe tone down the entitled arrogance. I know it's a hallmark of being the age that you are, where you genuinely in your heart of hearts believe that whatever you believe is like the most cutting edge, most realist thing on earth, and that you'll live and die by whatever corny belief system that you've latched on to for that year. But you are going to look back at some point and feel really foolish. A woman engaging with some man's, again, one of the most highly visible men now on social media's public material and public media is not stalking. What's stalking is the fact that you guys actually tracked down this woman's family and private information and called them and mass called her old university and her job and harassed them and released their information. Now, we're going to talk about stalking. See, in my day, and again, what do I know? Because I'm just a hairy old cis woman. But that was a little more along the lines of stalking, just from what I recall. Let's take a look. What else she has to say.
But you stalk her and constantly create accounts to make parody videos because nobody actually likes your content.
I like it.
Hey guys, stay fun.
Okay, that's actually really funny. Hey guys, it's Dave. She is fine. I like her content. Just throwing that out there. It places she doesn't even work anymore. Exactly, Ella. Oh, wow. So they're calling random people that they thought was her family. So they're just calling random people and just harassing people. Because, like, these people, don't work, don't have responsibilities, don't have children, don't have any, like, real things going on. That's interesting. Let's see what else we got. Let's see what other kind of cutting edge commentary we got from TikTok.
You know transitioning takes time and money. Not every trans person can transition immediately, LMAO. And this is your response. I know my hair is blonde, but I want to have red hair someday, but I can't afford it yet. Therefore, you must refer to me as being a redhead. And you know transitioning takes time and money. Not every trans person can transition immediately, LMAO. And this is your response. I know my hair is blonde, but I want to have red hair someday, but I can't afford it yet. Therefore, you must refer to me as being a redhead in the meantime, even though I'm still blonde. You seriously that stupid? The whole dyeing your hair bit thing, that's something cosmetic. That's something that can be changed.
Oh, wait.
That's just outward.
Wait. Hold on. You said that was something cosmetic. There's a civil rights movement that I heard about that the healthcare is entirely consists of cosmetic drugs and surgeries. God, I can't think of what it is. God, jeez. And I hear these people all the time. I just can't even think about it. They always say something healthcare is life-saving, and then when you look into it, it actually is a whole bunch of, it's like stuff like breast augmentation and like facial feminization. What is that called again? Oh, right. The trans movement. The trans movement is fully cosmetic, nonsensical bullshit that is hyperfixated on outward appearance to somehow signify anything that is immutable. And it doesn't. Because if that can be changed, then it's not immutable.
Apparent. What we're talking about is the inside. Use the cancer analogy or example because in my head it's what I relate to and what I find most accurate when trying to explain this to you. Would you go up to a cancer patient that was bald, looked as sick as possible, was going right in the middle of the treatments? Would you go up to them and say, "You're not a cancer survivor. You haven't survived cancer yet"?
Bro. Oh, what is this analogy? What? If somebody ever came up to me and was like, "Hey, you didn't look like you have cancer," I'd be like, "Wow, that's great." Actually, that's a really common thing in cancer. Like when I didn't lose my hair when I was going through cancer treatment, and neither did a lot of other women. We used to always say that it's hard because a lot of people don't know that you're sick. So sometimes they'll have a lot of expectations of what you should be able to physically do or how much you should be able to, like, you know, catch up socially and all this sort of stuff, and you're actually fighting cancer and people just can't see or recognize that. But what the hell is this? What is this analogy? This is nothing. No, thank you, but how about, like, don't speak for us? This has nothing to do with being a cancer patient and people not No, sorry. Swing and a miss. Another emotional appeal. Emotional blackmail.
You wouldn't, would you?
Oh, you
because
thought you ate.
The minute anybody is diagnosed with cancer, they are a cancer survivor. The minute anybody comes out as trans, they are a trans person.
Wait, hold on. Look at the, like, fake outrage. She's like, "I'm standing up for cancer survivors." Like, these weird conflations. So now, again, this is the emotional appeal part. This is now, they're bringing in something that does affect, literally millions of Americans, annually, is cancer. Cancer is becoming alarmingly common. And so now she's pulling on something that she knows for some people are probably like, "Wow, my mom had cancer like 3 years ago and I remember what she went through. Hey, yeah, fuck Jessica Foley, man." You know what I mean? So it's like, this is the manipulation technique. This is pulling on something that a lot of people can painfully relate to, randomly tying it into just fully making fun of Dylan Mulvaney. And that's a way to sort of like ramp up the, like, "Yeah, man, this is messed up." And what they don't realize is, again, it's like they're assigning purpose to the feeling, but all she really did was trigger an emotional response because it's triggering a memory a painful memory, and now you start to arbitrarily assign it to whatever she's talking about. And again, if you're not conscious of this stuff, you can fall victim to it quite easily. Look, she like really like thought she's like, bro, the way that they all think that they are like they ate, like they just gave the most profound like mic drop, like, yeah, what's up? And you're like, bro, what? Like, you said nothing. The fact that people even like are clicking on this is shocking to me. Okay. All right, let's finish it.
You have no room to talk because you have no idea what it's like to be in a situation like that, or have anybody near you in a situation that was trans or who went through cancer or went through this and went through that. I don't give a shit. Not some.
Wait, why are you still bringing up who went through cancer, bro? Cancer has nothing to do with making fun of Dylan Mulvaney. Bro, what? Wait, how did he like magically you conflated these two things, and you're gonna ride that wave, huh? This is so offensive, honestly, and manipulative. It's just straight up emotional manipulation, point blank, period.
Scholar, you're not some person that's trying to spread awareness and trying to spread good in this world. You're spreading misinformation and lies. You yourself do not know what a trans person is, yet you speak about it like
except you yourself don't know what a trans person is, because anytime we've asked you guys, you don't have an answer. Yeah, it's funny because so much of what they say, you could literally you could just repeat it back to them and like it's not true when they say, but if you like take exactly what they say verbatim and repeat it back to them, it's like literally true. They say stuff that's true about them all the time. Like, you don't know anything about, you don't even know what it's tweeting. Anyway, you're talking about with such authority. You're literally just making shit up as you go along. That's what your ideology is. It's like, hey guys, listen, we're gonna come up with a civil rights movement. It's gonna be like kind of like based on nothing, and you just make shit up as you go along. But when you make shit up, you defend that shit like it is the most life or death sort of thing. Okay, you stand on that hollow ground of crap that you built, and you defend it like it is your most precious chest on earth. But yeah, no, that's actually what we're doing. We're just gonna make shit up as we go along and like defend it to the death. So yeah, carry on. And exactly. Sonia said nobody knows literally no one knows what a trans person is. Like I'm still trying to figure out. Like we've all been asking for quite some time now. So if anyone can figure it out, please let us know. And they love like making these general statements. It is something you feel inside. You don't know what it's like. Everything is describable, right? Not anything that's like in reality that's measurable is describable. It's measurable. Anything that is like real is somehow describable or understandable to people who aren't necessarily that thing or don't have that affliction or whatever. This is the only affliction on the planet that like that has no clear definition. It just is, it means whatever you want it to be.
like you do. Have this false confidence. Well, it's real confidence, and it's sad that you're correct and you're.
That's
not
you.
That's
Educate
you.
yourself.
Please, thank you. You know, transitioning takes time and money. Not every trans person can transition.
It's so I'm sorry, and like no offense, but for all the people who like drag me for my looks, or who like drag Jessica for her looks and all this stuff, and like always hyperfixate on like how like, you know, gross and like unattractive we are, but then it's like they can just be gross all the time, and it's like, that's empowering. Let's just be open and be ourselves. It's like the double standard is so. The double standards in this. It's so aggravating. It's so aggravating. This circular, like, that's just a circular logic. Alright, let's see what this one has to say. Hold on.
Hey guys, it's day 4 a crucial part of girlhood. Hey guys, it's day 4 of being a girl.
Oh, cool. So you know that this other woman is a girl because, you know, she has her hair in pigtails and she's wearing pink hearts. That's how it works in this sort of alternate universe. You can always tell if a girl is a girl if they're wearing pink and if they got like pigtails or something. Oh, like, it's so, I'm sorry, it's so disappointing to see black women, like, get involved in this, and, like, I know that, like, people, whatever, I get, like, such mixed reviews, whatever. One thing that I always traditionally loved about the American black community, especially, like, you know, predominantly black communities, is that they were always sort of conservative when it came to this issue. Like, they weren't really with the weird shit, you know what I mean? Like, it existed, but it wasn't like something they like paraded around. Like, I always like associated this as being like a white liberal, like, you know, vanity project, and it's just really sad to just see how much it's infiltrating pretty much everyone and everywhere. I have no idea how this movement has gotten to be so successful. I do actually know, but it's really mind-blowing to me. You know, how we're still fighting all the like legitimate civil rights movements that like, you know, have like legitimate needs and things have all taken back seat to this made-up vanity project. And maybe that's why, because it doesn't actually require, you know, any like real systemic change. It actually just requires that, you know, we offer less to actually marginalized groups and we can just really continue the status quo, which is men are on top and making decisions for women. It's just crazy. It's sad. It's really sad. All right, let's see.
I want to clarify some things. It's not his fault that people in the comments didn't understand that he...
No, it's not his fault that you wanna be too fussy and in a business that no concern you.
I want to clarify some things.
Is that
people in the comments didn't understand that he...
No, it's not his fault that you wanna be too fussy and in a business that no concern you.
Actually, it does concern us very much. What are you talking about? See, it may be if literally any of you listened to the arguments or actually took time to understand, or I don't know, had an attention span that was longer than 15 seconds, because that seems like all you people are able to digest. When the hordes of clowns came to my recent Dylan and Sloth Queen video, and everything, oh, you leave Dylan alone. You know, you're just so hateful and bigoted. And I'd be like, sweetheart, did you watch the video? And they'd be like, well, you know, that video just makes you seem jealous and lonely and angry. And I'm like, okay, but did you watch the video? Can you name like 2 different points I made? Well, I didn't watch it. I'm not watching that stupid, hateful video because I don't like to listen to stuff that's for bigots because I'm not going to do that. So no. And I'm like, okay. So you came with your pitchfork and your lantern lit to came and crucify me off of this video, but now are asserting how you're never going to watch it. You didn't watch it. You refused to watch it. When have we gotten so lazy, so intellectually lazy? Like that literally you saw a quick 1 minute video and now your entire worldview is totally cemented around this trans thing and that's it, and you've heard enough of the slogans. And that's why, and listen, you know, self-affirmations are so powerful. If you wake up every day, and that's why I always tell my kids, and I check my kids all the time, if they say something about themselves that's negative, like, I stink at this, and I say, cut that out. Because words have power. This is the reason why they call it spelling. It's like spells, okay? We that's why when you think of like witch spells, it's always a bunch of words and stuff. Words are powerful, and the things that we tell ourselves literally shape our worldview. That's why they use these mantras. Trans women are women. Trans rights are human rights. Trans kids need access to health care. When health care is just a series of cosmetic procedures that are being pushed by big pharma, big medicine, And you can't even stop and challenge any of it. Oh, what are you talking about? The vast majority of people who came on to criticize me about my video refused. It was only until I told the one kid, the 15-year-old who came, was like, yeah, you're a bitch. You stupid bitch. Like, you leave Dylan alone. And I was like, all right, I'm going to expose you. So then I posted the comment. I didn't know that this was a child, by the way. I just take whatever comment, and you want to say something, then we're going to hold it up and take a look at it. And then later she's like, oh, please, could you take that down? I'm actually a 15-year-old girl. And I said, listen, okay, honey, well then good. This is an opportunity for you to learn. Because I know some of these males, these trans-identified males, and these, hyper woke, liberal, middle-aged somethings, they all have something to gain from this. So they're not going to change, but maybe you can, because all you want to do is just be something in the world and form an identity. So let me help you for a second. I said, you need to go back and I basically said you have to watch 2 videos, my videos, and then I'll select another 2 for you to watch. And I think rather than do that, she just went and watched that video back and then was like, you know what? Wow, there's a lot of things I didn't even realize that was the point. That's the thing. Stop. This is something that I did too. And I used to be that way where I was like so liberal, such a Democrat. And the only exposure I had to like more conservative views or just non-liberal views or libertarian views was through the filter of other liberals and other Democrats that were just like clowning them. Like, oh, wow, yeah, I know all I need to know. And I remember to this day, the night that I decided to put on my first right-wing Republican video. It was a Blaxit promoter. Somebody was talking about Blaxit, like black, young black people leaving the Democratic Party, leaving the plantation. And it blew my mind. And I started watching another and another and another. And I started watching all of the forbidden fruit videos, all the forbidden videos on all the forbidden topics that I wasn't supposed to listen to, that were hateful and bigoted from people who were, just untouchables. And I realized that there was so much that I had foolishly tuned out, all because of mantras that I had heard about, oh, bigotry, oh, racist, oh, misogynist, oh, hateful, da-da-da-da-da-da. And my worldview, it just expanded in the most remarkable ways, over the next 6 months. And I just started like binge watching forbidden material. I know for a fact that none of you have truly watched and digested and in good faith watched any gender critical content. You won't sit and really look at the nuance of what Sloth Queen was doing with those videos. That's why I made a follow-up video to help pick apart, and explain why she was doing what she was doing. And it's another reason too, and a lot of people told me that they didn't realize that her satire was literally commenting on things that he had actually said and done. People are like, oh, I thought she was just saying stuff like the hiking heels. Everyone's like, oh, I didn't know he actually had said hiking heels. I thought that was just a joke, just to be, to exaggerate. No, he really said it. Same thing with the Barbie pocket. People are like, I cannot believe, I literally, when I first saw Sloth Queen's video and I heard her referring to, vaginas as Barbie pocket or Barbie pouch, I thought she was just, just being funny and trying to point out the, absurdity of him. I didn't realize that he actually used that term, created that term. And I imposed the videos side by side and I juxtaposed them next to each other. And you realize how much she actually didn't deviate from things he actually says. It's so ridiculous and offensive and clowny when she does it, but she's literally just repeating almost verbatim what he's saying and doing. And you guys are so upset. For all she did was hold up a mirror to this man, and you're all freaking out and losing your minds. And women, look at the women coming out. And this is what I'm talking about with women being so male identified. You are ready to just slaughter this woman over Dylan Mulvaney. Dylan doesn't care about you. He doesn't care about you. In fact, he actively disdains you. He doesn't care how this hurts you. He hears us. And back when we had said that Jeffrey Marsh was more dangerous than Dylan Mulvaney, I believe that too. But on second thought, and since I've been watching this all go down and I've been watching more about Dylan Mulvaney, I retract that. I think Dylan Mulvaney is the more dangerous one. And I think he knows how to play the long game. In multiple videos, he shows that he hears our arguments. He'll address them. And in this really fake, sing-songy, sugar-coated way of like, oh, but you know what? I'm not going to change that. So, sorry. You know, some people are saying that they don't feel comfortable with me calling myself a girl, and they think that, you know, but the fact of the matter is that I didn't have a chance to have a girlhood, and it is just too overwhelming for me to call myself a guy, so I'm gonna go ahead and call myself a girl, because for me, this is like my girlhood. This is my chance to learn and grow and make mistakes. And as a woman, I don't feel like I'm ready to be there yet. So if it's okay with you, I'm going to go ahead and still call myself a girl. All right. Bye. He hears us. He hears everything that we're saying. And he's telling us, kiss my ass. I don't care. I'm going to do it anyway. I'm making big bucks off of this. So no, I actually think he is more dangerous than we originally thought. I gotta go pick up my daughter in like 1 second. Let's look at one more. Let's see. God, I wish I could see how long this stuff is. Hold on.
But I'm not going to sit by and watch as he invalidates women and erases us.
Allow me to demonstrate with this eraser. Oh my god, they're still there.
But I'm not going to sit by and watch
it's
as
like,
he invalidates women
okay,
and erases us.
like what? How do you get this many views? How do these fucking... Oh, I'm sorry. This is, my kids like are absolutely not allowed on TikTok, point blank, period. They know that. They know not to even like fuck with me about it. They're never getting on TikTok, and this is why. Look at all this idiot. And she's obviously an adult. She's got like knuck tattoos and just this stupid, vapid, mindless garbage truck worth of just post-millennial like garbage. It's so aggravating. Let's see. Let's see what this man has to say.
A black man is talking about people sexually assaulting a white woman.
This is a prime example of what should be called Carolyn Dunham disease. See, because the black man that you're talking about never said anything about raping or sexually assaulting.
All right, anybody. I don't know what this topic is about, so I'm not going to open that can of worms. Let's just stick with the Dylan. Transphobia, misogyny. Let's find out.
What's so ironic to me about that account right now that's been making fun of Dylan Mulvaney is that beyond it being absolutely vile, it's also just dripping in internalized misogyny.
Wait, it's vile? It's vile because why? She's literally holding up a mirror to him. She's not putting words in his mouth. That's the craziest part. They're so upset. She's literally showing him what it is. And don't you understand? In this whole trans ideology, that is the worst thing that you can do to a trans person is show them what they actually are. If you dead name them, if you remind them of the name they were born with, that's violence. If you remind them of the sex that they actually are, that's violence. If you hold a mirror up to them and show them, hey, your makeup looks ridiculous. Hey, those clothes don't fit you because you're a male and those are made for a female body. You look like a clown. Let me show you how foolish this performance is and how ridiculous you look. That is the worst thing in their minds that you could do to a trans person is make them feel like they look ridiculous. It's the meanest, cruelest thing in their mind. Fuck what women think. Fuck us begging that we want, our sports are being taken away. Fuck all the women at Penn who were so uncomfortable and who had been threatened to lose opportunities if they didn't speak up about the institutionalized sex abuse of Penn University, the University of Pennsylvania, requiring that they undress in front of a full-bodied male. No, screw all of that. If you hold a mirror up to one of these males, then you're really doing something horrible. You're like Hitler. Ridiculous.
The only reason that person is having an adverse reaction to seeing a trans woman living her best life is because the idea of men, obviously Dylan's a woman, but the idea of men or people assigned male at birth acting like women is so mystifying when you live in a patriarchy. We've been taught for so long.
Bro, what? That's what these alright, listen. That's what these trans ideologues have like taught these, and these like Gen Zers like really believe it, and whatever's Gen Alpha's next really believe this stuff from the bottom of their hearts, because this is what they've been spoon-fed and force-fed since day one, is that if they that literally like that somehow patriarchy is not allowing men to just do and behave however they want. And that, again, they conflate femininity with the whole, liberal feminism is fighting for femininity. Radical feminism and all, rad fem adjacent, again, I'm not a radical feminist, I'm rad fem adjacent. Radical feminism is fighting for females. Liberal feminism is fighting for femininity. So anybody who practices femininity, according to liberal feminism, is a woman. And that's what they want to protect. They want to protect anyone's right to perform femininity. And that's what they're going to bat for. Radical feminists, the not the fun kind, are fighting for females. Females' rights as women, as a sex class. So they're more upset that AGPs get clowned for looking like ridiculous when they're wearing like their little girl tutus. That's what you decided to go to bat for, huh? What, feminine fits? Is that's the like issue you decided that you were gonna like pick up and really like go to bat for and fight for, is protecting what, GAMPs and AGPs? Yeah, you're killing it, sis. Killing it. Let's make sure that everybody's allowed to indulge in their fetish. And that everybody else has to participate. Yeah, you're doing a great job. Some cool activism there. Oh, come on. Fuck. Oh, here we go. Go. Why is it not? Oh, here we go. Sorry.
So is inherently worse than masculinity. So to go from presenting as masculine to presenting as feminine feels viscerally to people in a patriarchy like giving up your power. It seems self-debasing. And
femininity is not what is under threat from patriarchy, you not intelligent person. I'm gonna really try not to go in. Come on, guys. Come on, yo. Okay. Performance of femininity is not what feminism is supposed to be protecting. It is females and women. And women are not the performance of femininity. My God, like what planet am I on? You have really not just sipped the Kool-Aid. I mean, you've chugged the Kool-Aid. You have an IV drip of the Kool-Aid like around the clock, just infusing you with patriarchal. The patriarchy has adapted. You think if the patriarchy just stayed static forever, it would be successful? No, it has to evolve and adapt so it can continue to fulfill its agenda, which is keeping men in control. The fact that you can't see it The fact that you think that we have to defend the performance of femininity, yo, how embarrassing. I'm embarrassed. I'm so ashamed. I'm ashamed. This is shameful. This is embarrassing. Fuck.
And we recoil at that. Think about it. We have no problem with women wearing pants, and we encourage women to have full-time careers and be more assertive. Things coded historically as masculine.
No. Say what you mean, sis. Apparently you think that that's like a male trait. So because what we've encouraged women to not be financially tethered to men, which puts them at risk of danger, because women have historically not even been allowed to own property, but because now we're encouraging that women are not fully dependent upon men, we will have to let men engage and indulge with their fetish in public. Like, not really following. Fuck, I gotta go. Damn it. All right. We're gonna come back and do this again. Let's just go through these, because this is so bad, yo. This is so bad. I'm like, I gotta go pick up my daughter. All right, guys. Revru. I will talk to you soon. Stay based and keep fighting the good fight. And yeah, for you guys who are like hanging in, God bless and Godspeed, because this is like terminally cringe. It's terminally cringe. All right, love y'all. I'm gonna go. I'll talk to you later.